Hello, Aquarius. How are you? Welcome to this reading for the energy of August, as well as the pre-phase of Mercury Retrograde, which I believe begins on August 5th. But the pre-phase can sometimes be just as interesting as the actual Mercury when it is in retrograde. So I'm going to pull a series of cards and clarifiers for you to see what the energy is. And I actually also tuned into your energy and came up with a little message, but let's start with your inspiration. So you have the card self. I think maybe you haven't given yourself the opportunity to tune into what you really desire and want. In the Northern Hemisphere here, it's summertime. A lot of people have summer bucket lists of what they want to do. And maybe you're not quite where you want to be, and it feels like you're waiting for something in order to do something else. And I think don't wait, like find something to really give yourself that opportunity to have fun and enjoy. But this also feels like it goes a little bit deeper, and I think the message will clear itself up as we pull cards. Now, message did I come? I wrote some notes here. I don't even try to fit in, is what I wrote. Don't be pressured. So, this is where you really have to trust who you are. It's interesting because I almost see a face here. I see these as eyes, and this is maybe like your third eye, and that's your mouth. And the background is very dark, but it feels like that's your deep self. And that's not something we often show other people. It's not saying you're not who you are, but it's like we have that deepness within ourselves that is sometimes difficult to show other people because it's like we're still trying to unpack it and understand it. And maybe it's shadow energy as well. Who knows? I'm going to pull some 5 tarot cards here, as well as clarifiers and the little spirit animal card at the end. So make sure you stick around. And hey, if you're new here, welcome. I'm Lorraine Allen Scott, and I'm an inspirational tarot card reader. So that means that even if negative cards come up, I'm not going to gloss over and Pollyanna it, but there is always an empowering way to look at messages. This is how we learn and grow through challenges. So I hope you stick around, and please make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you like this video, it really helps the algorithms know to help my channel grow. I appreciate you. Um, First card you get is the World. So when I see this for you, I feel that you have very worldly energy. Okay. And being the sign of Aquarius, that's the energy of air. And I really feel that there is a lot of intellect and air and a lot of experiences around you, whether they're your experiences or you're it, witnessing somebody else's experiences. And we have a clarifier of that. Ooh, High Priestess. So really trusting that any experiences you do have are chalking it up to things that you can use in the future, lessons learned, things that you're able to then teach to other people as well. And that's just a powerful way to deal with anything that's going on in your life, good, bad, the ugly, what have you. Um, and I think really, and going to the message that I got about, don't try to fit in, don't be pressured. It's like, you're well-rounded. You have the world backing you up, the universe backing you up. Okay. And then the next card is the Page of Cups. So it's saying, don't worry about how things look. Trust what's going on within you. Trust your emotions. Trust your intuition. Even if things look a little wonky, is what I'm picking up on. And the clarifier for that is the Four of Cups. Because I think when you really trust what you feel and you start trusting your intuition, you have that stability. And I really love this card as opposed to in the regular Rider Waite deck, because it's showing that, I think in that one it shows someone who's despondent and there's this hand trying to give a cup and it's kind of ignoring it, going, oh, there's 3 empty cups. But I like it in this particular deck because it's showing that when you fill your cup up, it can overflow to the next one and the next one. And then you're just sharing more of yourself. And you're not depleting your energy by doing that either. So this is allowing you to be who you're meant to be, big and bold, and not need to apologize for it. And you have the Six of Cups, which can often relate to nostalgia. And I get the feeling that maybe you weren't always this even keeled and confident in yourself. And remember, a collective reading. So this isn't going to resonate for everyone, and that's okay. Read for your sun, moon, and rising sign too to get a real clear picture for that. But I feel like there might have been an experience in the past that has caused you to feel a little more vulnerable, and it's maybe something you've never quite let go of or overcome. Let's pull a clarifier. You have the Wheel of Fortune. And that's just showing that there is cycles in everything. So just allow yourself to go through that memory again. Like Mercury retrograde does that. It lets you review things. So if these little things pop up from the past, instead of being like, oh my gosh, I thought I dealt with that, it'd be like, there's a new perspective for me to see from this. So I'm going to allow myself to trust that it's happening the way it's meant to happen. And then your next card is the Nine of Swords. So this definitely is about, sometimes it can be nightmarish energy or fear, but I'm always drawn to the white crow here that comes in and this just overpowers all of the perceived negative energy. I'm not saying crows are negative. I love crows. They're smart and amazing. This to me is saying that you're coming out the other side. The light is starting to shine. You're overcoming any fear or worry that you've been having. And let's clarify that for you. We have the Three of Pentacles. I love it. 3 to me is the number of spirit and the power of connecting with other people and community. So when maybe other people have kind of been through what you've been through, and you find empowerment by sharing and helping each other. Because swords ultimately is about communication and intellect. So this might be a time, maybe it's a group thing, and you're thinking back on how you can help other people. Because often, and this is my personal experience, something that I've been through, it's easier for me to overcome it when I can help other people as well. There's just something, there's that double magic that happens or something. I don't know. So Aquarius, your last tarot card reading, and then we'll get into the spirit animal one. We have the 10 of Pentacles. So I love it because this is definitely success in your material world. It's trusting that everybody around you is happy. And even if they're not, as long as you stay happy and positive, it's gonna rub off on them too. And you don't have to fit in, like the message I had before. Don't worry about fitting in. It's not about being the same as everyone else. As you can see, almost every one of these pentacles is a different color and has a different design on it. And that's part of the collective energy where everyone has their own uniqueness, and yet there's a similarity where everybody fits in together. And the clarifier for that is the hanged man, or in this case, they call it the inverted tree. This has been coming up a lot in these readings, and this to me is definitely the positive side of Mercury retrograde, because sometimes things happen, miscommunication or slowdowns or mechanical things stop working, like computers and stuff like that. To me, that's a sign that says, okay, it's time to sit back, gain some gain some knowledge and enlightenment from the experience you're having. Maybe you'll surprise yourself. Like For example, if you get a flat tire and it's like, oh no, this is something I've always feared would happen. And then you get through it really easily and you realize that, hey, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. So there's always a different way of looking at things, right? So let's pull an animal spirit card for you. And you get seahorse spirit. Watch and wait. Perfect Mercury retrograde energy. It's 53. 5 and 3 is 8. So the energy of numbers. 8 is about infinity. And it's interesting, and it doesn't show in the inverted tree here, but I think in the traditional one, there's an infinity symbol. Oh, I might be wrong, actually. It might be. Anyways, that's okay. So much for being a tarot expert, right? We all make our own little flub ups, and that's part of it. Watch and wait is just a reminder that you can't bulldoze your way through experiences, even if you want to get through them. Do you remember having to do a speech in school where either it was you or there'd be someone else who just wanted to get through it? They would just read it so fast, they would speed read through it so they could sit down and they're done. Where it feels like if you can slow down a little bit and watch and observe what's going on, you feel more empowered in who you are. You're more comfortable in your own skin, and you're not phased by the stuff that's going on around you. If anything, you are like that solid foundation that others might be seeking as well. So there you go, Aquarius. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I will be reading for the Mercury retrograde that's coming. So stick around for that, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.